Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the UAB Blazers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The UAB Blazers special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern silver stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in 07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
And the Blazers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. No huddle now for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. And the Blazers will have to kick this away.
Man, I can't believe that. They bring the blitz on third down and long, but give them credit. It works out perfectly. They bring the pressure, and it pays off.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Tigers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. The Blazers will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get the boot away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking for his back. Looking right. This one caught. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. And they'll give it to the back. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. And the Blazers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And that run produces a decent gain. The gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field. Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blazers.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The shotgun handoff here. Making people miss. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And there's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
A running play called on 4th down. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make nowhere to go here. It'll end up being a safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And they get him down after the completion. And the Blazers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll give it to the back. That run moves the ball across the 40. Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the game just good enough for a first down. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Gives it to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The Blazers will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. The returner is brought down. Gets started on the next drive. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his target, and it's complete. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they get the completion. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The Blazers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
He missed it. Off the miss, the deficit is still 16. Still a 2-possession game. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. The Blazers Blazers will kick this deep to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The completion makes it second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. It's a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a short completion to the tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Here comes the UAB offense back out there.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the Blazers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point,
it's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Missouri. They'll set up for the PAT. Extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying the old counter play here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. That's exactly what he did there.
Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is getting ugly. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. This should be the last play of the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And Kirk gets Missouri with the lead here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. They look to throw it here on second down. Dump off caught by the running back. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's Offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Got him. He's sacked.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover and then capitalize here with the pick.
He'll throw it now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He may wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return. What? Interception. Gets the football back to the offense at the 36. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Missouri. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, the football's fumbled. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
The defense is electing to play double coverage on this receiver, and the quarterback still tries to squeeze the ball in there.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.